rocket like rocket fuel.
Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 50, plant. Lead grip.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A run for Nick Chubb. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
70, Indy. Check 13. Come. Let's go.
They go with Chubb on second down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give running right is Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this four-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 36, Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards.
First down, Texans.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen off the play fake. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A throw over the middle taken in. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. To try again after the sack. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Airing it out for Hamilton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Go now. 8, read. General West.
Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Good job.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans get a bit closer. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This will be fielded at the 6.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I'm going to hit you.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a run with Geis. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. He's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all. And
he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Third down, here's McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throw left side complete. That's time. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Ricky.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, nice move. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33 line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
SOS. Shift.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Geis.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Geis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. Geis. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run with Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On the ground, it's Geis. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Allen now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.